and training partner Jack Wang. Currently, Timothy Wang is in New Jersey training table tennis center. So Corey, Tim has a huge advantage.
No, last 4 or 5 months, Sean, I would probably pick Jack. Tim hasn't beat anybody on the East Coast September, so maybe if you go back 4 or 5 months, yeah. But if you go back to the last 2 months,
really, maybe the style or the games from the West Coast to East Coast, quite a bit different level of competition.
And new clubs and new places to live, which isn't all that easy.
So yes, in men's singles, Timothy was upset by, came through and not only beating Timothy, but also took out Timothy starting strong, getting his loop going. That's a great combination by Jack. Really strong. Oh, nice little
play, and I think part of that is Jack's giving him a little bit of pace to work with.
Oh, lucky break there for Timothy.
When you're in a funk is physical, but part of it's mental too.
He actually unleashed his backhand. I'm seeing that a little bit on the forehand side right now where he's taking a little bit more. So that's going to be a tough situation if Jack gets...
For years, we always talk about that. His block is really solid. It's one of his better shots. Now, the power...
Wow, beautiful play by Jack Wang. He's so close to the table on the service return. Jack had that ball on his paddle. So Timothy Wang strikes first with an 11-8 victory, and he's running back to the corner to get some advice.
To give you the opening you're looking for.
And you can see Jack able to jump in. And that serve was a little bit... So Timothy now with a 4-0 lead.
Just really erratic right now.
He's had a couple of open court shots that just overhit. That was a nice dig on. And look what that deep serve did. Just completely. Just got to be able to eliminate those loose points. That's a great backhand.
True. Even though by this match it looks like that, because Tim's just playing a solid conservative game, and what I'm getting at is it might get you a game or two, but I don't know if that's going to get you the match.
That was a
kind of pushing and blocking.
Added much variation or many options when he's looping, whether it's downline or cross court.
Power throws him a little bit off balance because he's trying to swing so hard.
Oh, if that had made it, that would have been clearly. But right now, Jack doing a little bit more.
I think, Sean, for Tim,
I don't think it would slow him down at all.
No, it'd speed him up because he doesn't have any explosive movement.
Wang is mounting a surge in order to try to even up this match. And look at that. That was just a fadeaway. Timothy goes with...
You have to do it more often than Jack's doing it, for sure.
Wow. In a blink of an eye, Jack Wang has evened up this match at 1 game apiece. His racket's over the edge of the table. There's the deep serve, and look what the pop-up begets. I mean, seeing that many players lean over the table in order to assume that every serve is short. So when it is short,
the ball has to be slow, so you have time to move up.
yeah. So Timothy. Yeah.
From Jack's man, and some of these other juniors, they still look like boys.
Yeah, they're growing into their bodies.
Yeah.
I think Corey, in the backhand pattern that he's looking to enforce, and
this is the serve grip Jack goes deep with. Yep, there's the deep one, but it wasn't very good. It landed short.
ball touched the top. Another mishit. So great point by both players.
Correct.
Again. Make that much more consistent of a shot. But Corey, I really heavy spin, and he can speed it up as well.
Oh,
Nice
that's
loop.
a great re-loop because Timothy's backhand
Draw.
open.
Going for the right serve, but just Jack had the ball. He won
Barely
it.
missed it.
I think that. Boy, that was just a pop-up on that serve return.
And great
Sees
location.
it up depth-wise.
That ball was coming out,
Yep.
but Jack already committed. I think that's why he won't serve long.
Again, it's that second backhand loop that's really trailing off the table.
Line's actually pretty good.
If he's forced to re-loop a ball on the backhand after Timothy's had a chance to initiate his offense, and that's the location.
Underspin. They're trying to flip pretty much everything. That's happy to get into the backhand top spins.
And Corey, we always talk about he's a full-time player, really fighting hard to make the world team. Jack's still a junior player out there swinging his hat. Is that it's kind of like, how can I justify not being into school? All these kids are just making big swings. Have so much more international play. They've got great practice partners. There's a lot more full-time clubs. These kids are willing to take the risky, go-for-it approach.
Out of all the families, January 2nd. So they don't view this as like a short-term answer.
Right, they're
Just
creating
go there.
they're not trying to improve as players. They're trying to win a match.
They're trying. It's almost like they're doing it for preparation for the trials or for the nationals or for the Olympic trials.
That match experience where he's forced to have to win.
Players all the time, though. That's the only downfall, but it's a huge step in the right direction.
Alan Wang, you've got the Algetti brothers,
Jack.
you've got Jack, so they're all probably going to benefit a little bit more. Playing Tim is the smaller European countries, that really gave him a boost coming back here. Just having played a lot stronger.
He had a long layoff, but
Physically, he's playing a stronger ball than he's ever played.
and physically, he just looked better than everybody else. I mean, from the speed and explosion.
Day 3 and just ran through the competition. And I'm seeing a little bit of that right now.
A little bit more, you could see the confidence
Like right there, that's an easy, comfortable.
See, that long serve doesn't have any effect. Now short to the forehand. Yep.
And then
It's so predictable.
just playing on his terms. Nice placement out to the forehand. So expect Jack to make a little bit of a surge here in that ball game.
They might.
He had 2 or 3 really nice
There's another
combos
long serve out of the.
last year when Jimmy Butler won the Nationals. Butler plays a much more.
And that's why it's important to have a wide variety of serves and be comfortable doing them. It gives you back a really nasty ball.
Oh,
It's the right serve, just
knowing
missed it.
very nice backhand Algetti match. And now Timothy Wang can finally get on the board here in Vegas with his first victory.
Wow. And you got to miss that ball a lot before you realize it's underspin.
So practice partners, Timothy Wang advances to